Hi guys.
Hello?
Hi guys. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We're so sorry we've not been posting so much lately, but we're back now. So basically today we're going to be talking about how to pursue a degree in an international institution. And by international institution, we're referring to schools that basically outside your home country. And we're releasing this video due to popular demand. Yes, popular demand.
So the questions you want to ask yourself before you start your application is that, do I want to sponsor myself, or am I looking forward to a funding opportunity? If you want to sponsor yourself, then you want to look at countries like the United Kingdom, you want to look at countries like Ireland and others. If you're looking forward to a funding opportunity for your education abroad, you want to look at countries like United States, you want to look at countries like Germany.
Yeah, so the catch is most people are looking for funding opportunities, because even if you have the money, you don't just want to go to a country and be pouring down millions of naira. But for those looking for funding opportunities, you have to take your professional exams very seriously. Those who want to sponsor themselves don't necessarily have to write it, especially if the school does not even demand it. But if you're looking for funding opportunities, even if those exams are waived, it's still good for you to write them and submit them for your application.
Yeah. So basically we'll be going to we'll be discussing the documents that you need to get ready before you can start your application process. You want to have those documents ready so they don't slow down your application process. So the first thing is your professional exams. You need to take professional exams, especially if you're looking forward to funding opportunities, like she said. The exam would be an English testing exam for them to know. Usually if you're going to countries like Germany, it could be a German exam, not an English testing exam. So you need a language testing exam. So also you need to write GRE for science students. Usually this will be stated by the school, so you need to take GRE as well, and there might be other exams as well. So your exam is the thing that comes first, so you need to register for those exams and write them and have the minimum required scores.
And for the English testing exams, the major exams are the IELTS test and the TOEFL test, and the minimum scores you need are between 6.0 to 6.5 for the IELTS test and 70 to 75 for the TOEFL test. So the number 2 document you need is international passports. Like, don't laugh at me, because some people don't still have international passports. Yes, that is very, get it as soon as you can. Even if you don't use it during your application process, you will definitely need it for some other things within your country. So international passports is like very important too.
And the third document is your personal statement. Just like it states, personal statement is an essay indicating why you want to study your course and why you chose that particular institution. It is usually like 1 to 2 pages. And the catch is that since you'll be applying to multiple schools, you can change the name of the universities to submit to multiple schools, but your personal statement really determines your admission status as well.
So the 4th document is the writing sample. Writing sample is basically for the school to know how good you are and your competence when it comes to using spoken words to write. And writing sample could be in form of a research paper, an essay, creative writing. And for people going for master's program, you basically need about 10 to 15 pages. And for people going for PhD programs, you need about 15 to 25 pages. You want to make sure your writing sample is strong enough and it showcases your best work as much as you can.
And the next document will be your transcript. Usually universities ask you to upload your transcript when you're filling the application form, and sometimes they ask you to send it directly to them. So you want to have your unofficial transcripts in hand, and then so if the school asks you to upload, you upload, and when you get your admission, you send it to them, the official transcript. So your transcript is important as well.
And the last document you need is your recommendation letters. Basically, schools ask for 2 to 3 recommendation letters, but it will be good for you to have 3 people you're confident to be able to provide it as soon as you need them.
If you have these 6 documents ready, then you're ready to start looking for your school and start your application process. It makes your application process easy. Not like the school is asking for this, you're just searching for this. So get those documents ready, and then you're ready to. ready to go to the next stage. That is searching for the school. So you're ready to zoom and go into the pool. So you can search for multiple schools, but you need to shortlist about 2 to 4 schools. And these are some of the things that you can use to shortlist the schools. The admission rates, check their admission rates. Of course, the higher the admission rates, the higher your chances of getting admitted into that particular school. Also, check for the cost of living in that particular environment where your school is located. You're an international student, it's best for you to start in a small place where you can afford the things that you're living. So you can shortlist with that as well. Check your department's website and check the funding opportunities available to you. Then you can shortlist the schools you want.
So now let's move into application process. So the first thing I'll take is important dates. While you're doing your application, you have to be very conversant with the important dates, and I'll list 3 important dates that you have to be conversant with. The first one is application deadlines. So you have to know when application will be opened and when application will be closed. You don't want to submit an application when the portal is not open, of course, and you don't want to submit an application when application is already closed. So another date that you have to have in mind are priority dates. So for international application, they always have priority dates. Priority dates are basically application that they give priority to simply because they come in faster than other application. And priority dates is always a month before the final deadline. So you want to be, if you can, since you already have your documents on ground, you want to get all your documents in before the priority date closes. And the last one is when your semester begins. This is just like looking into the future and prophesying into your future already, because if you know when your semester begins, you'll be able to work towards when you have to book your appointments with the embassy and when you have to book your flight tickets and get ready, plan. A lot of international students always have to rush their journey because they don't prepare for this ahead of time. Some will even have to plan for traveling between 3 days. It's always like that for most students. So you want to know when your semester is going to begin and when you're required to be in school, so you don't have to rush your traveling process.
Some of the other things you can do during the application process is to message some of their students from social media pages. Some universities have Instagram pages, Twitter pages. Message some of the students and ask them questions that you're unclear about from this university's website. Also, this is the period where you would have to fill in information for funding opportunity. Funding opportunity could be a scholarship or an assistantship. An assistantship is a situation where you work for your department and then they pay you stipends monthly. So during your application process, all this information will be available to you. The university will do that, and you know.
So once you do all of this, you submit your application is complete, you wait for admission decision. Basically, this takes about 2 to 8 weeks depending on the university. Some are usually very short and some are usually very tiring and long. So if you get your admission, congratulations. I'm happy for you.
You deserve a clap.
So yeah, after the admission, you'll be asked to send in evidence of payments. This is just for the school to know you can sponsor yourself and you won't get stranded once you get into the new country. You wouldn't basically need the amount they are going to ask. The evidence of payments ranges between $10,000 to $30,000 depending on whether you have funding already and the school, of course. And it has to be either in your guidance account or your sponsor's account or your parents' account. If you can have it in your parents' account, it is strongly advisable. So after that, after the document, your evidence of payment goes in, your admission packet will be compiled together and they will be mailed to you and you're ready to go to the embassy. And that is basically it about processing admission. My strongest advice for you is, if you're ever confused about anything, try to email the school. One very strong thing and positive about with international admission is they always respond to students' email. You can message admission office, You can message your department office. You can even message a professor in your department. They will definitely respond. And if they cannot answer the question you have at that moment, they will definitely direct or forward the email to someone who can. So if you're ever confused, make sure you message someone, and don't ever act on your own intelligence. Always double check whatever you think with your department or the admissions office.
So basically, this process will work for as many schools as possible. And although some of these things might change due to the current situation of things and the whole pandemic, but to the best of our knowledge, these application processes are still intact. The only changes could be traveling down to the country, which is the only problem because borders are closed. But the application process still remains the same to the best of our knowledge.
Yeah, so thank you so much for viewing this video. We hope we've been really helpful to you. If you have any questions, make sure you drop it below. You can also message us on our other social media platforms, and don't forget, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you've not subscribed, make sure you definitely hit the subscribe button. See you next time. Bye.